Technically, it says Legends on the box, so what the hell? Let's go. Geeks, what's poppin'? I'm here with the not Marvel Legends, Iron Man, the Armored Avenger line, Titanium Man. It's from Hasbro, and it says Legends Series. It's 6-inch scale. We can make it work. Since they won't give us a Titanium Man, I guess you gotta make your own magic sometimes. As a loyal KGB agent, Boris Bulski was more than happy to undergo the experiments and increase his size and strength, and wear the massive armor that turned him into the Titanium Man. I wouldn't call this armor massive. He was assigned to embarrass the United States by defeating Iron Man in open combat, but the armored hero's fighting skill and superior technology defeated the massive Russian armor. So this dropped around 2010, so this was definitely created to capitalize on the Iron Man craze that was going on starting in 2008 with the movie. But this is a comic book figure. But by the inclusion of the action accessories, you can tell it's marketed towards a kid, but the figure itself gets the engineering of the Marvel Legends line, so it's the best of both worlds. Hasbro's going to have me getting accused of clickbait, but it literally is the Hasbro Iron Man Marvel Studios Legends series. So he is a good looking figure. Even though it's the smaller version of the armor, the proportions look pretty good. His feet are solid. He can pose off. I like the helmet. The rocket launcher doesn't look that bad, doesn't make him look too toy. But with 3D printing nowadays, you could probably get some more realistic blasts to put in there. Now, one thing I'll say, it's designed to go around his wrist. It's very loose. Does not fit right at all. I tried to put it up on his forearm. Forearm's too big. Put it on the other arm. See? Went for it. I'm just gonna get a little bit of tin foil and stuff it under there just to fill that gap to get it to stay still when I put it on the shelf. Ooh, boy, he does look pretty good, man. I gotta say. Got to say. I like that head sculpt, or I should say helmet sculpt. Very intimidating looking. The big shoulder pads, they still work. Makes him look like he's got a little size to him. That brushed nickel paint looks really good. The paint apps, the shading, they didn't just do straight silver. I like that. Looks a little bit worn. Loving the tread on the boots. Gives weight to the figure, makes him look more machine-like. They did a good job on this. He does have those dreaded hip ball joints, but they're hidden well here. You almost don't notice them. And his thighs are really thick. Shoulder armor does lift up and down, so you can articulate those arms. Head looks up and down, left, right. You can go all the way around if you want. Lift it up a little bit. It's kind of tough to get over his shoulder there. Oh, actually, I guess you can't get a 360. Oh, I didn't see. This piece right here hits his chin, stops him from going all the way around, but you don't want him looking behind him anyway. You don't really get any tilt. You get good height on the arms, good range coming in forward and going back. You can go 360 there. Also 360 at the bicep. Nothing at the forearm. You get 360 on the wrist. Pulsar blast. Gets the ring. Elbows are pinned and double jointed, but his biceps are so big, you don't get much range past 9 degrees. But that's all right. Great on the ab crunch. Not so much on the way back. Do get a 360 at the waist. That ball joint gives you a 360, and the thigh also gives you a 360. I was messing with it earlier. Let me see. I need this one. And the thigh looks like it gives you a 360, but the ball joints are so loose and they're so stiff, I can't get a grip on it to turn. But I'm almost sure you can get a 360 out of there if you get a grip on it. But yeah, I can't get it. No spin at the knee, no boot cut. You do get a 360 at the ankle. Decent range pointing up, not much range for the toes pointing down. Same with the knees for the arms. You see the cuff of his boot bucks up against that band of his thigh, so you're not getting much more than 90 degrees even though he is double jointed. For a second I thought the split was meh, but I was wrong, it was just stiff. I got him to go. Of course you can get great band damage here if you turn this sideways and angle it right, but I can't get that to spin. How does he scale though? He comes in right at 6 inches. So he's not exactly going to intimidate your Marvel Legends Iron Man, but he's not so small that you can't fit him in. He might even look better with some of the MCU Iron Man. I think they're a bit shorter. Nope. That's a little bit better. Oh, wait a minute. I thought the Mafex would look a lot better because it scales smaller, but it's still bigger. But in action on the shelf, it works. He doesn't look so small that it's not believable. They look within scale of each other, as long as you're not standing them up straight side by side like I just did. All right, geeks, there is your Throwback Thursday video for today, where you might have found yourself a Titanium Man. His prices are all over the place. You can get him on eBay as low as $19.99. Some listings as high as $65.99. It depends. Although I've seen a few listings for him loose for like $14, $15. Even though he's a bit small, I think he's a good addition to your Iron Man shelf, seeing as we don't have a Marvel Legends Titanium Man. He's not so out of scale that it'll make your shelf look off. As always, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments. Talk to me. Have you ever seen this guy? Now that you've seen him, do you want to add him to your collection? Let me know. Also, let me know how you think about the scale. Let me know if I'm crazy. All right, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you're here early watching this, then you have already become a member of the channel. If you're watching this a week later when it releases, please consider becoming a member of the channel. It's only 99 cents a month. You get nifty extra videos like this early, and it really helps the channel out. All right, hit that like button, subscribe, turn notification, yada, yada, yada. Share the link with a friend that loves the plastic, quote unquote, Marvel Legends like we do. Till next time, geek out.